you look at the windsocks around here. We'll keep it at, 1,000 or 1,200. Keep an eye out where the other 22 is. That's the other 22.
Foxtrot, India Papa Hotel, crossing our midfield. And the company Autorotation is turning right crossing.
Right crossing? Over there somewhere? Okay. We'll just join the upper right. Actually, let's go to 1,200. We'll go to 1,200 and we'll do another, we'll go straight in auto for 1-2 threshold. 1-2 threshold. Yep.
Oh, we don't need to call downwind or anything for this.
Actually, just, call downwind for the 1-2 threshold for an auto rotation.
Foxtrot, India Papa Hotel, 1-2 threshold for an auto rotation. India Papa Hotel, confirm runway 12. Foxtrot, India Papa Hotel, runway 12. Roger, runway 12.
Alright, so 13 very nice. You can do your downwind checks. Yep. Temperature, pressure is good, feels good, all lights are out, and we got our height, we got our spot. A little bit more speed, so bring up to about 19, 20 inches, get a little bit more forward air speed in the flight test. So you want about 90 knots, give or take 90 to 100 knots. We'll extend out a little bit so you don't jam yourself on the final, because it's going to get not a lot of wind today. We're going to need that entry to be far back so we can make our spot. Yep. That's better, yeah. That's what kind of jump Mark wants to see about that 20 inches of power. Very nice. Alright, all clear to the right. Okay, clear right. And we'll try our best to hold that 1,300 feet in the turn, and a nice tight turn back to the 1-2 threshold. And just a little bit of nose up attitude, just a tiny bit. There you go. Keep it coming around, you looking real nice. And then I'll do the throttle, you do the entry whenever you feel comfortable. Yep. And 3, 2, 1, entering auto. Go. Oh, that collected just through. Now gently, and we're extending a little bit. That's fine. And again, that's the max airspeed you want right there. The max is going a little faster. Doing a good job. Alright, just hold it out. Look at that. So out of our treetop height, give or take, over there, the throttle's coming gently back in, gently nose up, kind of slowing it down. Keep the collective down, doing a good job. Overshoot just a little, but that's okay. We're kind of extending out for that flare, and gently forward and collective up, coming to a hover. So we extended nicely, but then we also extended a little bit too much, and we got into a hover nice and we used to come into a hover just so we don't overshoot our spot in the flight test, and then we don't obviously make our spot. That's why we'll head out for another circuit, and I'll make the radio call.
Oh, Foxtrot, India Papa Hotel, we'll be doing touch and go to the threshold of 1-2 on rotations here.
Roger. So then again, all we have to do now is just call down when that's it. And again, we got tons of power, so again, 23, 24 inches, gently come up to 70 knots, so nose up, power up. And now we can sort of expedite a little bit our right-hand turnout, so we're not spending too much time in the circuit. Feel free to pull that power, another inch or two to pull if you like. Come back up to 1,200, we'll do another right-hand circuit. And we'll off at 1,200. So keep it straight level there, extend out just a little bit. Yeah. We'll try to do some more of a rectangle here. Alright, then we'll turn right onto downwind and set us up for another one. At 1,200, we'll level off, and then you can make your downwind call, downwind checks.
Foxtrot, India Papa Hotel, right downwind, 1-2 threshold.
India Papa Hotel. So power down, gently, nose forward, 20 inches, about 90 knots today, gets about straight and level. 20 inches, 90 knots, give or take. And we'll hold at 13. Alright, and then hypothetically, we can still do a Hazel check, HASEL. Height, we're going to get 13 here. You got to pick that to the right. Security, nothing's loose, things flying around. The engine lights have pressures on the green. Oil pressure is kind of a little bit high, but it's usually like that. Fuel is good, and we're looking out for our aircraft. And just do the same setup as you did last time, holding 1,300 feet. This time, a little bit slower in the entry. We don't have to, we're not doing a forced approach. 1, 2, 3. Right? We don't have to smash things down because then we're trying to catch, and we're not focusing as much outside because we're trying to catch a lower RPM spike or something. Now, so 1, 2, 3, actually it's about 2 seconds. That's fast enough for TC. Not gonna go 1, 2, 3, and draw this smoothly. For the forced approach, you can be a little bit quicker, but still, if you go a little bit slower, you get a bit more control out of it. Yep. Probably a bit of nose-up attitude. So in the turn, so power up, nose up, and then a little bit, just we hold out for the 1, 2 threshold, 20 inches, and 13, and back to straight level, 20 inches, about 90 knots. Our gauge green feels good. All right, and then I'll do the throttle. You call it whenever you need to. A little bit slower in the entry, just get that nice, smooth, lazy boy approach. Radio call for final here, and probably I'll do it. Use post the auto. 80 power on final. 1, 2 threshold. Closure. Entering auto in 3, 2, 1. There you go. Nose up, power down. Throttle up. Much easier. You said not how much I then. Yeah, so much smoother that is. And now you have all the time in the world to just sit back and relax and enjoy what's happening, right? Yeah. Now we'll say maybe a little long, so a little bit nose up. A little bit nose up. We'll do a little bit of a range shortening exercise. Let's go with 65 knots. 65 looks pretty good. Hold at 65 knots and just ride it in. And that's that shortening exercise right there. You're going to be good. Because as we come in for the flare, we're going to actually extend out because there's no wind, right? Throttle's going back in gently. Gently flare. Gently flare, 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 hold that flare, collect it down, flare a little bit more, and nose forward, collect it up, come to a hover. Come to a hover. Come to a hover. There you go. You see that? Yeah. So you're almost aiming for that 100 to 200 foot spot before the numbers to anticipate that flare. And that's a full flare in the flight test. Awesome. So again. It's so nice everything set up when you have that little bit of a slower entry. Yeah. And then it's almost like you're flying. It almost doesn't feel like the engine shut off. Like there's no panic to it all, right? Yeah. Like you're just doing a normal approach. Alright, so yeah, you can pull up to 23 and a half inches, 60, 65 knots, so we'll do another expedited circuit. Okay, actually, you know what? Actually, we'll probably do it to the, my apologies, man. We'll probably do it to the concrete pad, so let's go just beyond half midfield there. Yep. So just beyond the Alpha taxiway there, we'll make a right-hand turn. Just so we know we're not going to cross their path. Okay, looks all good there. Alright, a little bit of power up there. Let's get to 23 inches. Jelly Clark, keep that 70 knots going. 23 and 6. Hold it out there. Hold out that crosswind. And keep on climbing to 1200. Try and lock in those numbers. 23 inches, about 70 knots. And that's a really efficient climb ratio there, right? Not too much, 70 knots. Okay, all clear to the right. Right, let's go. And you can make your downwind checks, level off at 1200, and then do your radio call. Yep. Foxtrot India Papa Hotel, right downwind, 1, 2 threshold, turn on. India Papa Hotel, roger. Yep. And engine temperature pressures are good, fuel is good, all lights are out, height is good, we're at 1200. And we got our spot, cabin secure. Just hold the nose forward, there you go. Holding at 12 or 13, John Mark will want to see that altitude. Plus or minus 100 nice and tight. Roger. That's it, perfect. And we'll just extend out like we did before. It gives us plenty of time on the way in to sort of feel it out. We did a bit of a range variation there, right? We slowed our airspeed down to fall into our spot. Yep. And the first one, we did the range extension. We held at 90 to get to our spot. And we extended just a little bit extra. Yep. Okay, all clear, right? Again, do whatever you think you need to do to get to your spot as you call it. In the turn, keep that power up. And hold out there for a little bit for a base. Just hold out a little bit for a base there. A little bit more to your left, so we'll hold at 90 for a base, and we'll kind of make it like a rectangular shape here. And whenever you feel comfortable, alright, so I'll do a call, and you enter whenever you feel comfortable, I'll do a radio call. India Pop Hotel on final, 1, 2, official. Roger, wind call. And again, we're off to the right now, 1, 2,
Entering auto in 3, 2, 1.
That's it. And a lot of it's outside. Most of it's just outside. Yep. If we're a little bit short, you can keep on pushing forward. We're getting a little bit short here. Lift that collector just a tiny bit. We'll get to about 90-95%. There we go. Push that nose forward. Just actually looks pretty good right there. Okay, lower that collector a little bit. Get that RPM back in the green. And not yet. Sorry, that was me. All right, and throttles come back in gently. They're doing a range extension. Okay, gently begin to flare. Collector stays down. Gently flaring. Collector stays down. Gently flaring. Collector stays down. And forward and collective up and come to a hover. Nice. So the nice thing too about that range extension is that you can really milk that that glide, right? Which is perfect. So I was like, we're about 80, we're going to be pretty short. We kind of accelerated a little bit to 80, 85, and we knew we were going to make it. We held it all the way in. Perfect. Okay, one more for good luck, and then we'll do a 180. Again, you naturally have pretty good RPM control, so ideally you want to do like rotor speed spot, but if you don't need to, if you can focus more outside, when you know you can kind of feel that you have good airspeed, you have good RPM control, just stay outside and just fly the helicopter right to the numbers. And we'll keep extending out just beyond taxiway there. We'll try to hold 2360, 2370. Okay, right? Okay, close to right? Close to okay. Alright, and we'll do that rectangular pattern.
Coast Guard 946, come ready to morning. Oh, come over, it's 946, we were at all. How much power? Charges, Coast Guard 946, roger, altimeter 3022, good day. Foxtrot India Papa Hotel, right downwind, 12 threshold, turn auto. India Papa Hotel, roger.
You see that 22 or they go in? Oh, go down. Yeah, gotcha. Alright, for fun this time, just enter a little bit late, so more on top of your spot, and just practice some S-turns. Yep. I'll do the throttle, I'll do the final call. Yep. Okay, clear right. Keep that nose down, just a little good power setting, just hold the nose down. Let's see that, we go 5 seconds. Nose down, yep. Hold out that base air limit, hold it out to the left, there we go.
India Papa Hotel 3, final 12 threshold. India Papa Hotel, roger.
Alright, so enter just a little bit late, and then just sort of work on an S-turn with a little bit of speed variation. Okay. Yep.
Entering auto 3, 2, 1.
Yep. And start turning right away. Earlier you turn, watch your RPM easy, yeah, doing a good job. Earlier you turn, more aggressive you turn, the more chance you have to make your spot. The more gradual you are, the harder it's going to be for you. It's going to spike here a little bit, doing a good job. Keep turning, keep turning. You don't know what to keep turning. We're going to be a little bit long, that's fine though. It won't be long, just extend out on the runway. Okay, throttles come back in gently. Hold it out, gentle flare, not too much, just gentle flare. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, and forward side, collective up. So the only thing else, so the entry for the turn was good, but we were just a little bit past aggressive. If we were a little more aggressive with that left 90, right 90, we would have probably made our spot. We were a little bit slow, a little bit lax. We did more about a 50 to 60 degree turn. Okay. That's the only thing we're missing. You want to try one? Yeah, let's do it. Let's try one. And then we can also do, if you know you're on top of your spot, initially get a bit more of a nose-up attitude as you're entering. You can say, fuck, I'm on top of my spot. Initially more of a nose-up, get that lazy boy approach to really slow down, then start your turns right away. So that addition to the slower airspeed is going to allow you to come back away from your spot to get in front and then actually land at your numbers. So you're using two benefits instead of just one benefit. Yep. Get more tools in the toolbox, basically. I'll kind of show you what that feels like. So we'll get onto the downwind. I'll give you a quick showing of what that feels like to get that extra nose-up attitude to really get that airspeed back. Yep. Alright, so I got control here for a sec. Yep. Alright, so basically as we're on top of my spawn, it's like down there. I would say entering auto 3, 2, 1. And then I'll almost come back to like 55, level off a little bit, and then almost drag my RPM a little bit down like that. You see how we kind of fall into our spot? And that's what they kind of want, 50, 55 with that 93, 95% RPM like that. That kind of makes sense? And then you're sort of falling down into your spot. You have control. You're control. You have control. So that when you're falling into your spot, then you can start your S-turns. Yeah. And then you're using that benefit of slowing down and doing S-turns to get right to your spot. We're just sort of getting comfortable being a tiny bit more aggressive. Yep.
Foxtrot in the above hotel, right downwind, 1-2 threshold, turn on up. In the above hotel, roger.
You only want to bring it down to 90 because that gets pretty dangerous, but even if you want to drag it down a little bit, that kind of helps with the slowing down method. And hold it at 13 best you can. So 20 inches, a little bit of power down, and a little bit of nose forward attitude. There, just a little bit. It is hard today because we have no horizon. Yep. But we just got to be kind of careful on turns. Generally in a turn, it's that nose up or nose down attitude that's going to increase our altitude. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit of nose forward there. Power setting's good, just that little bit of a nose pullback. So whenever you're ready. Yep. Clear, right? Yeah. And we'll keep it at 14. Okay, so keep that 19, 20 inches of power and just use the rest of it with your nose of the helicopter. I'll do the radio call, do the throttle, you just sort of pick your spot. Yep.
Idea above hotel, train final 1-2 threshold. Roger. We're going to enter late for this again?
Yeah, enter late, yeah, exactly. And just sort of play around with it. 90-degree turns, slow that airspeed off. Yep.
Bravo, you're on the go for that, sir. Roger. And 3, 2, 1, entering auto.
That nose up. That's it. Throttle's coming off. And now we start turning and get that airspeed. Keep that nose up a little bit. And then try and get your airspeed about 50, 55, and then look outside. Now look outside. Look to your spot. Now that spot's looking pretty good, eh? Yeah. Now we're going to make the spot. So now just go right to your spot. Watch your radar up in there. There you go. Now go right to your spot. Right to your spot. So you see that one little thing? Yeah, really helps, right? Just hold it out. Look outside. Hey, fellas, come back in. Gently flare. Gently flare. Not too much. Gently flare, just because we got that rotor RPM to deal with. Flare, flare, flare. Flare, flare, flare. And forward and collective up. Come to a hover. Try and come to a hover best you can. So yeah, we overshot just a little bit. Yeah. You see, even just that entry point where we got aggressive with that flare and aggressive with that 90-degree turn, we didn't have to do any more S-turns. Yeah. It was like one S-turn, look out, get to your spot. So you have to like dig around with all this shit. Yeah. Alright, so this will left hand turn 90 degrees. Let's see how far we are. Yeah, we're just a little bit far. We were just a little bit quick on getting our nose down, yeah, which is fine. But again, that's on the borderline of like, you know, because essentially John Mark's like, did you do everything you could to get to your spot? Yeah, right? So, anyways, very nice. You probably want to be on that side of the dash line. Yep, exactly. Alright, so we'll do a right-hand circuit again. We'll extend out a little bit more, get to 1200, tighten it back up, and do a 180 back to a 1-2 threshold. Yep. You see when at the very beginning, if you're a little more aggressive with your intro, yeah, how much easier it is to get back to your spot. If you're a little more relaxed and easy, then you're kind of pooching yourself for later. Yep. Yeah, so we'll just extend out a little bit longer, get to about that 1,000-foot mark, and then we'll rotate it around nice and tight to the tree line. Yep. Okay, 180 auto for 1-2 threshold. Yeah, exactly. A little bit of nose S-wing and get a bit more of a, yep, 70 knots, 23 inches. 23 inches, 70 knots, there you go. That's it, okay. Cool, and look to your right, and we'll do a nice tight right-hand turn. Okay, and hold on to 1,200 feet. You can make a radio call. Just just a little bit to the right there. Yep. Yeah.
Foxtrot India Papa Hotel, right downwind for 180 auto, 1-2 threshold. India Papa Hotel.
Fuck, they're gonna screw us. Okay, you know what? Yeah, they're gonna fuck us. Alright, whatever. India Papa Hotel, we're gonna hold off on the 180 auto. R22 is clear for the auto.
Yeah, advise if you don't have company traffic for updates.
India Papa Hotel, traffic in sight, no conflict. Cool, actually we can still make it. Okay. 3, 2, 1,
entering.
Yeah. And then turn 90 and then wait. Turn 90 and then wait. Now look out and wait. We're still pretty on top of our spots, just wait until you think you're going to make it. Okay, and need minimum 60 knots for the flare. Yep, take your time. Let's go a little bit higher. Extend out if you need to. If you guys have no end. Okay, and then even if you take them out to 45, that's fine. Just take your time with it. Nice and slow and controlled. Right? Don't dip that nose too much or else we're going to extend out too much. Let's come back in. Gentle on the flare. Gentle on the flare. Gentle on the flare. There you go. Flare, flare, flare. Hold it out, hold it out, hold it out. And nose forward, come to a hover. As if your CPL depends on it. There you go, look at that. So again, you can manipulate that flare to get to your spot too, right? Yeah, that is up to you. So you really want to profile that to your liking. Yeah, look at that. That's a 4-4 right there. So you see what I'm saying? Do that 90, hold out, and then visually see what it looks like. Yeah. Very nice. Let's do one more for good luck here then. Okay. We'll try and get ahead of that 22. Oh, already taken off. Yeah, we'll get ahead of them. Okay, looking outside, a little bit less on the cyclic, just nice and relaxed around the cyclic. That was hard, easy for me to say, hard for you to do only because we're doing the auto-rotation, so it's like, you want to obviously survive and do a good job, so. We're going to be ahead of them. Okay, just cut to the right and keep that profile doing a good job. We'll do it 1,000 feet. Yep, do it 1,000 feet. So hold out here for a little bit for the crosswind. Keep climbing. Actually, we'll go to 11. We got time. We'll go to 11. We're well ahead of them. Actually, we're doing really good. Okay, 1,200. They're not turning out yet. Okay, cool. Okay, again, there you go. And gently rolling out, right-hand turn. Nice and tight to 1-2. So let's tear drop back towards 1-2. I'll make a radio call. You focus on kind of getting close to that tree line to enter a beam. Yep. So 20 inches, gently nose forward. 20 inches, gently nose forward. Fox Ready Public Health, setting up for the 180 auto 1-2 threshold on that one here. Alright, and you call whenever you're ready. 3, 2, 1, entering auto. Yep. Yeah, nice smooth entry, no rush. And then gradually make your right hand turn and just wait until it kind of sets up. We turned that last 90 last time a little bit early.
Yeah.
So just take your time.
The other one to crash with the 44 set.
That's actually pretty you want to turn it now, yeah. Turn it now. So we're going to lose altitude in the turn a little bit. Right? There you go. And just looking outside, doing a good job. That looks real nice. Just hold it out. Look outside, just fly the helicopter. Hold it out, pushing forward, keep that 60. Throttle come back in gently, hold it out, gently start flaring, and aim for that 1-2, depending on whatever you want to do with that flare. Gently forward on that nose, run it out, and hover on top 1-2. Hover on top 1-2. There you go. There you go. Nice job.